Government ngayon is not based on merit, but tingnan nyo, ano nangyari? You have a chief PNP na 3 ranggo ang tinalunan para maging chief PNP. It's because this is not merit-based promotion. Pabor-pabor-based promotion eh. Diba? So, balik na ako dito, I have to face that. Kasi kung saan na po yung buhato na ng diwata, shit na ito namin. Lima ka, nagbenta lang ng Paris Overload, sumali ng party list, naging kidnapper, naging chief PNP si Diwata. Si Raulo. Pero alam nyo, tingin ko, pag magkuha yan ng neuro exam, di yan makapasar. Buang talaga yan. No, nobody in the right mind would do what he did. Yung sinakay na si PRD sa aeroplano because he is a police officer. He knows the due process. Kung nag-iisip talaga yon, kung masakto yung utak niya, hindi yun, baksak sa neuro yan. Sigurado ako. Along the way, may bakukang na isuod sa utok ka na ba? Magkakaon siguro, panos nga, pansit. Oo na, pero nobody in the right mind would do that. That's totally illegal, and you know, the consequences of these actions are heavy, sa totoo lang.
Na hindi itutuloy ng Senado sang-ayon mismo sa mga deklarasyon ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos.
Yun ang sinasabi.
Well, ang kina-question nyo doon, bakit daw 2-star ako, bigla nag 4-star? Marami akong tinalunan na mga 3-star. At marami akong tinalunan ng mga senior. Kaya binalik ko na lang sa kanya. Ang iksi naman ng kanyang memorya.
Yes, sir.
Baka nakalimutan niya na ang unang chief PNP ng tatay niya ay 1-star na ginawang 4-star. And nobody questioned it, including me.
Correct.
Saludo kami lahat doon at we have to recognize that appointment because it is done within the ambit of the law. Sinasabi ng batas. Sinasabi ng 6975 that the President can choose the chief PNP from
1-star.
all the 1-star generals and above.
Tsaka sir, para i-remind din natin yung ating mga kapamilya tsaka mga kaserbisyo, si dating Chief Purisima, 2-star. Sinundan siya ni General Marquez, 2-star din. Tapos si Sir De La Rosa, General De La Rosa that time, 1-star. And then Oscar Albayalde, 2-star. Gamboa, General Gamboa, Cascolan, 3-star. Then De Bolsinas, 2-star. General Eliazar, 3-star. General Carlos, 2-star. And General Azurin, 3-star to 4-star. And then Acorda, 2-star. And then sinundan mo sir, si General Marbil, 2-star din. Naging 4-star, di ba?
Kaya dapat magpasalamat si Baste sa'yo. Magbayad siya ng tuition para sa leksyon na yun. Hindi siya marunong magbasa eh. Di ba? Parang aiksi ng kanyang memorya at batikos lang siya ng batikos na sa bagay, nakikita naman natin sa social media, binabanatan naman siya ng mga netizens. Kasi hindi naman bobo ang ating mga kababayan. Matatalino ang mga Pilipino, no? Except maybe siguro sa ilang kagaya niya na hindi nagbabasa na o hindi nag-updated or may selected amnesia na talagang sinasadya. Alam niya yan, alam niya ang totoo dyan. Kaya lang, para lang makabatikos, susubukan niyang lumusot. Hindi nga lumulusot nga sa ating mga kababayan.
Pero sir, are you looking forward to make peace with Vice President Sara, kay Baste?
Hindi ko sila personal na kaaway ha. Wala tayong pinapersonal dito. All the rest is everything are just these are all just part of doing our job. We have our roles to play and we are just playing it in accordance to the script that was given to us ng buhay. Ito ay isang drama ng buhay na may kanya-kanya tayong mga gagampan ng mga papel. At talagang pinapapilan natin ang mga to. So, ngayon, nakikita natin, kami ay law enforcers. So, I just have to enforce the law. Sila naman ay may sarili ng mga papel. Kung ngayon, if they choose to play it na batikusin kami, walang problema doon. There's nothing personal about it.
Kumbaga trabaho lang, walang personal. Go ahead, partner.
So, hindi reward, sir, ang pagiging chief PNP?
Well, it is, I would like to believe, sabi na nga ni ES, merit-based ang seleksyon ng ating presidente. Ako I really cannot second guess the reasons of the president for choosing me. So, I just, suffice it to say, I don't question the wisdom of the president. I just thank him for this position and trust and confidence that was given to me, and I intend to na talagang gagampanan ko ito sa lahat ng sa lubos ng aking makakaya.
Sir, nung ikaw ay district director pa lamang ng QCPD, marami na ako nakakausap ng mga junior officers. They look up to you, the way kung paano ka magtrabaho. Anong advice mo, sir, sa mga junior officers, sa mga nasa baba mo, sir, na nag-a-aspire din talaga at sinasa puso ang pagiging police, na ginagawa kang inspirasyon? Go ahead, General Torre.
Yeah, magtatrabaho lang sila ng maayos. Maraming salamat sa kung nakikita nila na maayos akong example na kanilang sinusundan. Magtrabaho lang sila ng maayos and everything will just fall into place. Fate will always find its way to reward the good deeds.
At saka sinusundan na General nung yung inalisan mo sa Quezon City, si Colonel Silvio, yung 3 minutes response, binemaintain niya. Tsaka yung mga sumunod na district directors after you. Tsaka yung nakasama mo sa QCPD na ngayon district director na on his own, si General Ligan, ganun din ang sinusunod, nagpapakalat ng mga police. So, meron kang effect sa mga nakasama mo sa trabaho. So, do you expect na ito ay may echo through your nagdaang command conference?
Yes, alam mo naman nakita kasi natin na may iisa ang paraan ng paggawa ng tamang trabaho. Okay? Kaya sabi ko nga, iisa naman ang PNP mission. The PNP shall enforce the law, prevent and control crime, maintain peace and order, ensure public safety and internal security with the active support of the community. Minimemorya natin yan. Iisa ang paraan yan. Para magawa natin yan, alisin lang natin ang kriminal sa ating mga communities, ilagay natin sa tamang lugar. Saan ang tamang lugar na? Doon sa kulungan. So, para mo naman madala sa kulungan ang mga yan, kukumbinsin mo ang dalawang tao. Ang isa piskal, ang isa judge. No? Kumbinsin mo ang piskal na, piskal, isampa natin ang kasong to kasi ito, hold upper to Robbery ang kaso nito. So you do it, may paperwork yan, may proseso yan sa inquest at sa pag-file ng case. And then pag nakumbinsin mo ang piskal, the fiscal now prepares the information, sasabihin niya naman sa judge, kulong natin to ng 20 years kasi robbery, ang punishment yan, 20 years Hold upper to, ito yung ebidensya, ito yung witness ko, yung police, ito yung biktima niya. So there's also a process na talagang nagsisafeguard ng human rights.
If we will not be able to conclude whether acquittal or conviction the present impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte before the lapse of the 19th Congress, the same is functionally dismissed or deemed de facto dismissed, Mr. President.
Briefly, Senator Pimentel.
Mr. President, while I still have the floor, can I request for some information from the Senate President, especially regarding the impeachment calendar that
The
is
gentleman may
always issued,
proceed.
because you issued the first impeachment calendar was issued by the Senate President when we were already on break. I mean, Mr. President, tama po yun, di ba?
That is correct.
So, Mr. President, may we know when His Honor issued the first legislative calendar, impeachment calendar, which fixed June 2 as the time for receiving the House prosecutors, may we know the basis of the authority of the Senate President when he issued the first impeachment calendar, Mr. President?
Article 1 of the impeachment rules, which says that the Senate President can set the date for the presentation of the articles of impeachment. Mention was made specifically of the Senate President. And also we were on recess. So the Senate President at that time, Your Honor, issued a suggested calendar of activities. I was very clear when I stated that. Subject to plenary approval when we resume, because you were already on recess at that time. The second notice sent by this representation was made also while we were on recess. And I also stated that it was subject to plenary approval and or reversal, as the case may be, given the load that we need to take up after the LEDAC meeting.
So, yes, Mr. President, I noticed that no one from the majority was complaining about the original or initial impeachment calendar issued by the Senate President. So we were all looking forward to the date where there should be some action on the impeachment, which is
Yes.
June 2.
Supposedly, yes.
Yes, supposed to be. Kaninang 4 o'clock yung the prosecutors from the House of Representatives should have appeared before us to read the articles of impeachment. But then this was changed. So from June 2, changed by the Senate President also, now it's June 11 at 4 p.m. So if the authority used to issue the original calendar was based on the fact that we were on break, now that we are not on break, could not have the Senate President waited for 3 p.m. and then we discussed moving the June 2 4 p.m. to June 11 4 p.m.?
Because, Your Honor, notice had to be given to the House with respect to the proposed change in schedule. And we could not decide on moving it after the House members are already here in the Senate. That was the reason behind it.
That was His Honor's judgment call, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President. Yes, Your Honor.
Just on another matter, Mr. President, yung appearance ba ng House prosecutors ay nasa Senate impeachment rules or you just took this from American practice, Mr. President?
It is not in the rules. That was lifted from American practice because what was done before was that the majority leader, the Senate majority leader, was the one that read the articles of impeachment that was referred to the Committee on Rules that triggered the convening of the impeachment court. When we researched on it, we thought it was more proper, given that we should have no part in it, in the impeachment trial, in the prosecution of the impeachment case, that the prosecutors should themselves read the articles of impeachment, as is the practice in the United States, where we lifted most of our impeachment rules.
So it's an innovation. But although, had we done it, hindi naman, I don't think it would be fatal or make the proceedings infirm. So it's just not, to use the term of the majority leader, textually required under the existing Senate impeachment rules. Hindi pa ba?
No. What was required by our rules, if at all, was the referral of the impeachment complaint in plenary. Because mere filing with the Secretary General does not often by itself operate as the receipt by the Senate in plenary, given that, as with any communication, it has to be referred in plenary, officially by the Senate as a body.